I'd like to introduce Mitch Hellman. Mitch is from Sandhills Global, pretty much a behemoth in the publishing industry, and they've crept their way into the auction industry. Sandhills does a really, really fabulous report every month in different market segments. And I'd like to talk about the excavator market. And I'd like to get your opinion on what you see happening in the excavator market right now. This is September data. This is live, hot off the press from Sandhills. So tell us a little bit. In particular, I see some movement in the inventory trending lines. I have the report in front of me. Can you talk about that?
Excavators as a whole has been an interesting part of the market right now. We're seeing when it comes to the auction side of it, we're seeing a big influx of just excavators in general, retailing and selling through auctions right now. As a whole, it's primarily if you look at inventory trends as a whole, it's your lower horsepower. It's coming in big quantities. There was a big production of excavators in around 2012. And, when you look at it across any industry, you got to look at those big production years as a whole, whether it's excavators, dozers, it's a tractor, it's an over-the-road truck, sleeper. Big production years mean big sell-offs at some time down the road. And so, construction industry as a whole is a little less predictable on when stuff is going to happen, because there's different outside factors that will dictate, when people are going to sell off. But when you go back, big production years in 2012, there's a lot of machines out there, and we're seeing it coming in from the smaller side as a whole. There's a lot of rental fleet out there that is liquidating equipment. And a lot of the major big rental companies have dumped some machinery, which you'll see when that happens. The inventory trend starts going, it's going south, and there's some movement in the market. As a whole, the big excavators we see on auction have been holding value. We got a product called Fleet Evaluator that kind of tracks real-time pricing, so we compare things when it sells. And big excavators have been strong, very strong, and prices going up right now, which has been a good thing to see.
So that's great. Let's take a look at this graph real quick on the inventory trend in the U.S. market. And when we focus in on that end tail, it's going down.
Yep.
So is this just a simple supply and demand where your inventory is going down and your prices are going up? Or remaining strong?
Yeah, typically, excavators is one of those it's a little unique because in the inventory trend, when you look at the overall market, it is sliding. When you break it into the different tonnage and the metric tons, excavators have a lot of different uses. And one of the things we like to do is break it down into metric tons, because then you can get into the different usage. Is it used for mining? Is it a mini excavator that's used more on your homeowner, your landscape jobs? What is that usage of that excavator? And that's where, as a whole, inventory, coming off rental fleets, is in that case, they're not getting into the big heavy duty dirt moving equipment as much, or mining equipment as much as, the smaller, contractor, lighter duty dirt moving stuff. And there's been a big decrease in inventory as a whole when it comes into that.
Yeah. And which weight classes are the hardest to find right now? Which ones have the strongest price support in this COVID section right now, and where we stand?
Yeah, so there, one thing that with COVID happening, May, June, and this is pretty much across all industries, ag, construction, and truck. You had a production shut off. So production was shut off. There was a bigger pent up demand for used equipment because new orders got pushed back. So as a whole, that's what was going on with some of this drive that was kind of unpredictable in the market due to COVID. So when we look into like a lot of these excavators now and the different usages and what's going on, we're seeing a lot of the medium to smaller duty excavators. Those are getting kind of unleashed and sold at a rapid pace. But I would say as a whole, the ones that are holding their value the most and that we actually see increasing would be your bigger dirt moving excavators. And a lot of that, as a whole was driven by the infrastructure bill. It'll be interesting come 2021 if we got another one that will support, the infrastructure, but the roads and highways, it's full steam ahead right now. And we're starting to see that impact into the equipment business if it's helping values. So time will tell what the future holds for us. But, for now, that's good to see.
And the pivot to online auctions has really helped Sandhills' various auction platforms that are online. I bet you guys have been really busy.
Yeah, well, and the auction side, but I would even say the retail side too. The whole COVID thing, has, our market as a whole it lags the car industry as the buyer base a little bit, and but this COVID has forced everyone online, and so for us as a whole, it's we've been able to benefit from it just because, we live in that retail space with Machinery Trader on the construction side, but we live in the auction space with the Auction Time side. And, it's just, and everyone's seen it. Record traffic online it's been unbelievable. So, the more buyers, the better results. But it's been an interesting last 9 months since this has all kind of transpired,
to say the least.
Yeah.
Mitch, real quick. How does this all distill down to Blackbird Asset Services clients? We work for banks and bankruptcy professionals. If you're a banker and you're lending into the construction industry right now, and you look at the excavator market in particular, some banks are giving PMSI money and purchase money on some of these things. Do you have confidence in strong pricing looking into the future right now?
We do. I think, I'll go back to some of this. If we get an infrastructure bill that gets passed next year, and it's going to help this road construction. The construction has been taking the place the last several years. As we're starting to feel that right now. In the equipment side, and jobs are full board. And I see the next few years it should stay fairly strong.
That's excellent. And a rising tide lifts all ships. So. Collateral values, you'd say, should be pretty stable into the future.
Yep.
That's great.
We work with a lot of banks, and helping them out move equipment. In your case, like with Blackbird, it's banks getting right on values from the get go, and that's having a pulse on what's happening in the market in real time is hugely important.
That's why I love your reports. Mitch Hellman, Sandhills, thanks for your time this morning.
David, thank you.